And Reekelt's already started. The timer started for both, but okay. Let's see what dungeons. Alright, so no Tower of the Gods, no Forbidden Woods.
Ooh, that's nice.
Well, except they got stuck with Wind Temple. They got Wind
Temple.
Well, not that bad for checking items, but Wind Temple's the one that nobody really wants to do. Alright, so it looks like Scary's playing it safe and going straight to Windfall, whereas Riekelt's doing the more popular strategy, it seems, for most runners that know how to do tricks, and he's going to be doing chest storage on Cliff Plateau to get both chests here and then enter Bird's Peak early.
Yeah, that is a pretty common strat now.
Yeah, it works. It saves time if one of the 3 items you get over from these 3 chests he's gonna do. If one of the 3 items is an item that adds more stuff to Windfall, then he saves time. If not, then he only breaks even, and if all 3 of them are bad or duds, then he lost time.
True.
So he's already got his storage. He got it on his 3rd try. So he's gonna go and climb around, he's go ahead and go climb around, probably burn the wood off, and open that chest to go ahead and store it.
Yep. One nice thing about storage is that it's quick to retry.
Oh yeah, until you get it. It's a double frame perfect trick, but it's still very useful once you get it. Oh yeah,
the pulling out the Wind Waker isn't frame perfect, but the cancel is.
Well, in some places it is, but I guess, yeah, you're right. In some places it is. Some places you literally only have 1 frame to pull it out. Alright, so he is saving Tingle right now. And he's gonna get both items from Tingle, and he already started the Killer Bees quest. Whereas, Riekelt is looking like he should have just thrown the stick and burned off the wood before doing this. It would have saved time. Because there's 2 ways to do it. You can try to clip through, or you can just run above the door frame and then fall off and jump slash in if the wood is gone. All right, Tingle item number 1 is useless.
Oh, and he's through.
There we go. What was Tingle's first item? I didn't see.
Treasure chart, I think? What was the second one?
Yeah, the second one was a treasure chart.
Oh, I guess we both missed it.
Well, we'll see if he opens as many, if he had anything, or Twitch chat would say. I can't see the Twitch chat, but
okay,
let's see if Todd gives him anything. I wonder what the chest Riekelt open was, because he chest storaged them both, so we didn't see. We won't see until he pauses the game. And Tot was useless, treasure chart also.
So interestingly, you'll get the items as soon as you leave the quadrant. Boomerang was one.
Yep. Or a load zone, yeah. So we already know what the first one is, and once he enters this loading zone, we'll see what the other one is, if he pauses.
So you said Forbidden Woods and Tower of the Gods are the not required dungeons?
Correct. And that was the wrong tracker. Riekelt has the boomerang.
Oh, oops.
I don't think Scary's gotten anything, because the first 3 items in Windfall I think were duds. Alright, so Bird's Peak early was a success. Conveniently, okay, so he has the Picto box now, therefore that opens up 3 new things in Windfall, so Riekelt has made a very good decision and saved himself an entire warp. Oh, and he has Nairo's Pearl. Nairo's Pearl was the other chest.
Okay.
So all 3 chests that he got were all good. Well, wait, never mind. Nairo's Pearl's a waste, actually. Tower of the Gods isn't in logic. Never mind. Just realized. And the Killer Bees have another treasure chart.
Useless.
If this keeps up as a trend, oh yeah, because Boomerang is also technically useless because Forbidden Woods isn't in logic either.
I mean, logically, it's required for Pumpkin, but...
Yeah, but nobody does that. Well, nobody super fast does that, I should say. Anyway, so we're gonna see what Tingle got first soon from Riekelt, probably, in case it was something good, but I don't think it was. What did Miss Marie give? I just missed it.
Garbage, I think.
Fun. Well, we'll see soon enough. Okay, Maggie's letter's coming up, so we'll be able to see what that is. So far, though, they've gotten like a Pearl, which is useless, and the Boomerang. If this trend keeps up, we could possibly see a seed where the game requires them to go into a dungeon and then leave.
I mean, DRC, the first half of it doesn't require anything.
I understand, but it's possible that if they don't get the item that is, nobody wants to enter a dungeon and leave. But it's scary. Just got a wallet upgrade, which unlocks mail.
My point is, though, that you know, logically, our first progression could be there.
Exactly. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't want to see a seed where it's not there, but it leads to somewhere else where the progression is. So they'd have to leave the dungeon and come back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They don't want that. All right. So Scary is going to activate Mila. Let's see what he does while waiting on her. Probably gonna go turn on the windmill.
Does he not know the way to the windmill?
I think he just remembered. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so, Ree's gonna go ahead and get the mail now.
Ooh.
Ooh, early leaf. Early leaf, that's good. Okay, so both of them have the leaf now. Both of them have the leaf because Scary's opening the mail now. So that's gonna definitely affect the routing a lot. Early leaf is something that every runner really wants to have. Alright, let's see what Tingle's first item was, because Riekelt's doing it now. Because Scary's just waiting on Milo, so... Useless. Yep, okay. There were, everything from Tingle and Tot were useless. Tingle, Tot, and I think the kids were useless, and Miss Marie was probably useless too. And Milo was useless. This is probably one of the most useless windfalls I've seen besides the wallet leading into the leaf from Maggie. That's like legit 5 different charts they've gotten from Windfall alone.
Yeah.
Alright, so Scary, it looks like he is done with his Windfall. And I'd assume he's gonna go to Paw Print to get the Salvager Core and probably that one chest that's there.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's where he's headed. But man...
Besides getting the leaf, this is probably the most useless Windfall I've ever seen.
I think that all that's left after paw print and the salvage core is the
DRC.
Fragglers, yeah.
Well, and that one chest in Cliff Plateau without glitches as well. Which,
Not that.
yeah, well, I know, but that either had the pearl or the boomerang. Both of which are not in logic, so both of which wouldn't help him. Where did the Salvager Core? Oh yeah, Salvager Core had bombs. Okay, that's a good find. So he could do 3 chests in paw print now.
Yep.
Alright, now we can double check and see what Miss Marie had, make sure it wasn't useless. It probably was. Alright, so 3 quick chests for Scary and paw print here. Yeah, Miss Marie was useless.
Delivery bag.
Oh. Yeah, that's good. No, I mean, we haven't got any letters yet, but that opens up Zenari, at the very least. Oh boy, money.
More and more and more garbage.
Fun fact, in the current state of the tournament settings, you only need 55 to 65 rupees max.
I mean...
No, 45 for Zenari, and then 10 to 20 for sending 2 letters. That's it. There's nothing else to spend money on. Unless you need to buy equipment for some reason.
There are times, yes.
And paw print had just the delivery bag and the free non-bomb chest. Both chests blocked by bombs were literally rupees. That's it.
Well, I guess Tsunari and then the DRC.
Yeah. You have to decide. Oh, I guess he wants to go for that one chest, or if he know. Oh, he has the leaf, so he can get both chests.
Yeah.
Alright, and Ree is doing Mila right now and turning on the windmill. He already talked to Linzo too to be able to unlock that door, so he'll be able to get an extra 3 chests, or 2 chests in 1 item. And while we know that both these chests contain the, the letter from the bombs.
Grappling hook.
Alright, there we go. Okay, so the Salvager Core led to the grappling hook.
So that's all of DRC in logic.
Yep. I noticed that Riekelt got activated storage.
Yep. I don't know if he talked to the door before Mila arrived, though.
I think he did, because he's probably trying to store that door to save time, so he can go into the door that's right there and appear in Linzo's house, right?
Yep. Though, fun fact, I think if you close a text bucket at the same time as you open a door, you can actually just walk straight through walls.
Hmm.
It's called door cancel.
I did not know that.
Yep. Which is why if there was a door anywhere in Hyrule, you could do barrier skip.
But there's not. Alright, so the first chest, oh yeah, so he's gonna enter that door and appear on the top floor. Because he stored it.
Yep.
Minor time save, but a good one.
Ooh.
And there's a Master Sword. So that's gonna probably give him a big edge. Hopefully, let's see if Scary knows how to do. Oh yeah, he can go into Cliff Plateau with the grappling hook for sure. That's something that almost everybody should probably know.
I can't do it yet.
Well, knowing and being able to do it are 2 different things, I should say. Let's just see if he tries it, because if he does, he'll get the Picto Box, which then he would likely go back to Windfall, and he'd be able to get his Master Sword. So that could be a big turning point if he doesn't do this.
You know, that Master Sword is out of logic, though.
It is, but having it early saves a lot of time. That double damage really helps.
Yeah.
Alright, so Scary's gonna go for it because he has the grappling hook, so if you know what to do, like, the biggest trick for that I see people mess up on when trying to clip on the grappling hook is they don't use the C-stick to turn their camera. Let's just see how long it takes for him to get in. Because I believe once he... Yes?
I'm actually not sure how familiar he is with glitches. Or she.
He knows, he knows some. I've seen him do this, it just took him a long time to get in. But he almost got it there. Like, I have not seen Scary really do storage-related tricks, but I've seen him do this before.
Everyone swears it's easy.
Oh, there we go. Second try.
For me, it's just like, how is this easy? I can never get it.
You have to press A to let go of the hook, like right, like on the frame or two after Link is inside the wall and swinging back, and then you just go through it. If you do it too late, or too early, you just get bounced out.
Yeah, but like Link never clips in for me.
It could be an angle thing. Like, you have to make sure you're far enough over to the left and clip into the wall enough. So Scary has his Picto Box, and I would fully assume he's going to head straight to Windfall right now. And Ree has his bombs. Oh, and Ree also has Iron Boots, I missed that, but I guess those came from the Gossip Girls, didn't they?
I think so.
I would actually, because of the way the time is, Bree is a little bit ahead on time just because he skipped having to do a warp because he did Cliff Plateau early. Other than that, Scary isn't too far behind. It looks like Scary is actually going to check out Bomb Island right now first before going back to Windfall. And Bomb Island is one of those risky ones. Like, technically speaking, I believe when I was listening to Linka's play the other day, he said that it's actually the slowest item check in the entire run. Everything else you can technically do faster. So it's kind of risky to want to do Bomb Islands, because some people might want to skip it to not have to do it.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Because he said it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to do it optimally. Like, you can save a little time if you have the hook shot, but not much.
Yeah, that... There's a reason every single runner hates it.
Oh, and Riekelt checked the mail on paw print and got the grappling hook already.
Both of them did.
Yeah, but yes, but Scary didn't get this chest that Ree's getting right now.
Oh, you're right.
A lot of people forget that there's a mailbox on paw print, even though no one lives there. And that's... Well, that puts Diamond Step into logic, and if Diamond Step therefore has a good item, then that could be helpful, even though Oh yeah, and Wind Temple is required, so yeah, never mind. I thought Wind Temple wasn't required for a second there. So, based on the fact that now, in order to get the hook shot, Scary is going to have to make a second trip to paw print, that's going to give an extra advantage to time to Ree.
There's... Oh, yeah, right.
And yeah, there's his delivery bag, and the other two chests are just rupees, so let's just see what Scary gets from Bomb Island to see if this is required to go here. Because a good time save that could happen is if, like, Bomb Island has an arrow upgrade, and Ree decides, I don't want to go there, it's slow, then maybe Scary could get light arrows first, then that would give him an advantage, potentially. Because he needs something to get back into it. And if Bomb Island has nothing, then this just could be a big time waste.
But a lot of peace of mind.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like a gamble. If you want to risk it that it doesn't have anything and try to save time, and then you end up losing time because you didn't go there sooner, kind of thing. He also looks like he missed one of the throws, so he's gonna go that. And Ree is not gonna go to Bomb Island. It looks like Ree is gonna go ahead and tackle Dragon Roost since he can do all of it. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Dragon Roost has 15 locations. Correct?
That sounds right. Maybe 17, actually. I'm not sure.
Well, whatever it is, you have to subtract 7 because 4 are small keys, 1's the big key, and 2 are the compass in the map. And Reed's just playing it safe and just go ahead and blowing up those that bomb.
Yeah, 15.
So really, it's really 8. That's still pretty good. And it looks like Scary doesn't know that you can actually kill the those whatever they're called, the magma centipedes or whatever they're called, a lot faster by just doing a regular jump slash on their eye right when they open it.
Yeah, but then you risk doing a parry attack which kills them and is extremely slow.
Yes, but it's like a time save if you know the timing. And Bomb Island was a waste of time. It had Dense Pearl. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, I would fully expect Scary to probably head right back to Windfall right now since he has the Picto Box. Which would be good for him because it'll give him his sword upgrade. And one thing you can always rely on in tournament mode is that first chest will 100% of the time have a small key.
Except in Key Lunacy, but that's not on for this tournament.
Key Lunacy is fun. I recommend everyone try that whenever you feel like having a maddening run.
So, fun fact, I was actually the one that suggested it.
What, for fun or for the tournament?
No, I was the one that suggested Talago he implemented as a thing.
That's genius. It's fun to do that.
Well, so, the original Key Sanity, or Key Lunacy in this case, was done by someone named Wizrobe ZC who made a Plando. And then, the past Randomizer folks made a mode called Key Sanity, and I was like, hey Lago, this mode's so much fun, we should implement it in Wind Waker.
It's great. Alright, so the next chest that reopened had another small key, so that means the big key chest didn't have one. Well, it could, but... Oh no, he's got 3 small keys. Okay, there we go. He's only missing 1 small key. And he could technically do the dungeon backwards if he... Oh wait, no he couldn't. He didn't have arrows. Never mind. Alright, looks like he's gonna probably go check the big key chest.
Yep.
And he's gonna probably do that and save warp out, so we got a little bit of time to focus on Scary, who is also in Dragon Roost, and he did not do what I thought he was gonna do. He did not go back to Windfall. So he's gonna be doing this without the Master Sword.
Little rough, but... I mean, you are meant to have the regular sword in this dungeon anyway.
Yeah, so, but it just means he has to be a little bit more precise with his quick spins to 2-cycle Goma. Sorry. Whereas the Master Sword 2-cycling Goma is free.
Yep.
Not really sure what Ree was trying to do there by knocking the mini Goma or whatever they're called back.
They're called magtails, and it's they actually attack you faster if you do that.
Alright, well, the big key chest had Maggie's letter. So
No.
that could lead to something. Alright, so now they're about at the same place. Let's see where Scary decides to go after, if he decides to go to the big key chest first or the rest of the dungeon. I have a feeling that Ree made this wise decision, and yeah, Scary's doing that too. It's probably smarter to go to the big key chest first in case it had the last small key.
Yeah. I keep expecting people to item slay, and then I'm like, this is ST, not HD.
Alright, well, that chest across the lava was useless. Getting a good lava cycle so Ree's not losing any time.
So that's actually entirely timing based.
I see. Again, Scary is just doing a slower method to these guys.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, there's nothing wrong, it's just, I was just saying. And so either one of these two chests or the bird's nest has to have the last small key. And I don't think and he's only found the dungeon map where he hasn't found the compass yet. So it's possible he might be able to skip a chest.
Yeah. Also, interestingly, if you walk out of the big key chest room after getting it, a bunch of fire keys will spawn in the dungeon.
So it's probably best to save warp out.
Yep.
Alright, and Riekelt has his first bow upgrade.
Did he get the item?
No, he just looked at it and walked away, which means it was probably crap.
True. Ah, it was a compass. Okay, thanks, chat.
Yeah, I can't see Twitch chat from the way I'm able to commentate, so sorry.
First Pearl, that's a piece of mail at least.
Oh yeah, Din's Pearl and Nairo's. Wait, does
No. Just for Rose Pearl, I think.
Just for Rose. Yeah, it's just for Rose Pearl.
The dungeons for the seed are Dragon Roost, Forsaken Fortress, Earth Temple, and Wind Temple.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one. So that means command melody is 100% needed.
Yep. Also, yep, Dylan, that is how this game works. Because yeah. It's a thing.
And because he hasn't found the big key yet, oh good, command deed, that could be useful.
Oh, I always hate seeing that.
Yeah, the command deed, he hasn't found the big key yet, but I'm sure he will at either the mini boss or the other one. He has to check every chest though, since he's found both non-essential items.
There's the mini boss, there's the chest under the bridge, but there's also the 2 by Goma.
Exactly. But since he's already gotten the so he wants to check everything since progression items could still be here, so he's probably not going to go check those 2 by the boss door first. I only check those if you haven't found the compass or the map, because then if you know it's not there, then you could skip either the mini boss or the under the root pot.
Same. Also, yeah, Don, it does that.
Does what?
Tracker being the tracker.
Oh. Fair enough. Alright, so this is where a minor time save will happen for Ree because he already has the Master Sword, so killing these guys will be even easier.
Alright.
But I would just say, based on the current situation, I would put Ree at a good 3 to 5 minute advantage right now.
Yeah, that seems about accurate.
Because he made some good choices early on, and that paid off.
Where was Hookshot again?
Hookshot was, I think, Hookshot was on top of the grappling hook wall, I believe.
Ah.
And the iron boots were from the Gossip Girls. Like, Scary has access to all of them, but he just didn't do them in that order. So right now, it's just basically coming down to routing. That Ree made a better routing decision, and Scary went to Bomb Island instead, and Bomb Island just had a pearl, which is not needed for this run. The mini boss had a useless item, but let's see if this one has a better one.
Yep.
Alright, so now Ree's gonna grab the last 2 chests and take down Goma. And he has the bow, and because they both have the bow, they can actually do the last phase a little bit quicker with the bow versus using the grappling hook.
True.
And it does a little bit of bonus damage. I don't see that many people do it. I see just people still use that, and like if you already had the bow equipped, you can just shoot Goma in the eye with the bow and it still works.
Fun fact, if you use light arrows on Goma, it actually heals her.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, that seems odd, and that seems like intentionally programmed too.
No one's really sure why, but it does.
Alright, Riekelt got the note to Mom from the left chest, but in the right chest had junk. So he's gotten both letters to send from this dungeon.
Yep.
So I fully expect... Try to think, if I had to guess, because he can't do Wind Temple or Earth Temple yet, he's gonna have to do some overworld checks. He's probably gonna literally might even just go right up on Dragon Roost and go right to the mailbox of Dragon Roost without it warping away. And just send both those letters and then change the time of day to get 2 items real quick.
Interestingly, the further you are away from Dragon Roost, the more it costs.
Yeah, but it only goes up to 10 rupees.
Yeah, still though. It's kind of interesting note. It actually costs more at different places.
It makes sense because it's farther away, so it's more work for the postman, but I feel like they should have done it better. Because it's like literally you could be as far at the furthest mailbox and it's still only 10 rupees. It's like that should be like 50 rupees. They had to fly a long way.
Yeah.
Alright, so based on the routing, I would guess, if I had to guess, Riekelt's gonna send the mail, see what those 2 items are. If neither of them are super helpful, he'll probably go to Diamond Step. And I would expect Scary's gonna go straight to Windfall and mail the letters because he's gonna get them both as well. And then he'll do the Windfall stuff with the Picto boxes.
And that's the Goma down for Riekelt.
Yep, first Triforce piece.
Yeah, I think it'd be a little more interesting if, like, you know, these 4 dungeons are guaranteed to be the only ones that have progression, but it doesn't have to be on the boss.
I guess, but I feel like the reason they did that is they wanted to make sure you actually had to kill the boss.
No, actually, I mean, I was one of the organizers for the first tournament, and the problem we encountered was, well, a bunch of Earth Temple versus Wind Temple gambles, and that being why people would win/lose.
Oh, so they wanted to make the boss required.
They just wanted to make it so that they know these specific dungeons have progression and these ones don't.
I see. Yeah, so it looks like I was right. Let's see. No, he's gonna go somewhere else to mail the letters, it looks like. But he is planning on mailing a letter. He's gonna go to Windfall to mail them. Oh, because he's probably gonna go ahead and trigger the Zenari quest as well while he's there, so he's gonna save a trip.
Fair. Yeah,
so he's gonna mail both letters, go talk to Zenari, change it back to night, and get both items.
Yeah. Also, I agree with you, Catalytic.
And Scary has his note to Mom as well. So he's mailed both letters, and he's gonna go talk to Zenari and then retrieve all his letters. Oh yeah, he has Pharaoh's Pearl now, so he should get a letter from that as well. And Ree also has 5 Triforce pieces. Isn't it funny that old guy that begs you to save his daughter just turns into one of the biggest jerks ever after he luckily becomes rich?
Yeah, interestingly, he'll actually give you different text depending on whether or not you talk to him in early game.
Oh yeah, because he's like you couldn't do it, or he says, "Who are you?"
Yeah, and same with the other guy.
It's nice little touches like that I appreciate from Nintendo. Alright, and Goma's dead. So, okay, both these people now have their first Triforce piece. And power bracelets. That's a useful find that's needed for Earth Temple. So it looks like Ree is going ahead and doing all of Zenari right now.
I mean, I don't blame him.
It doesn't take that long.
I wish they'd take this out, though.
It's whatever to me. The only reason that it's in is because you're able to trade them both with the same guy.
It's so annoying, though.
I think they did it just because it puts Great Fish as a reason to go to Great Fish. Which at that point, I figured they might as well just make the heart piece chest here and Great Fish be in logic as well, but it's not, so.
Fun fact, when I was originally helping make the flags, I fought really hard to keep Miscellaneous and Key Lunacy, but I just in the end, they had to get cut.
Well, miscellaneous. I know in the next patch for some of them they're gonna add a couple chests to the race mode, but Key Lunacy is something I don't expect to ever be in race mode.
Well, it's not part of race mode, it's just something you can choose as an option, but as far as the tournament settings, yeah, it had to get scratched at the last second.
Yeah. All right. So looks like Ree is gonna go to Diamond Step, just like I thought he would.
Also, if you're ever going to Diamond Step from outset, make sure not to make a direct beeline for it, because you will run into the big octo.
Unless you're an absolute madman, like some of my friends, like some of the people I know, and try to do the Diamond Step early.
Oh yeah, the jump into the middle of the warp.
Yep.
I mean, it is possible with Swift Sail, I think, now.
Oh yeah, I've seen them do it. I've already seen some people do it.
Yeah, it's like jump in and then Wind Waker dive, I think.
You jump in. You have to jump in the direct center of the big octo, and then it spawns you on the island. So then you can Wind Waker dive off the island just to be able to get to the top, because there's conveniently a source of water at the top.
Yep. Thank you, Nintendo.
It's almost like they knew.
I'm pretty sure if they knew, they would have done away with that.
They did in the HD version, and until they accidentally made the HD version even more broken.
Yeah, they patched our way of getting storage and then added an even more broken glitch.
That's Nintendo for you. We're gonna fix this glitch, but make our game even more broken. Probably one of the few times where the HD remake of a game is faster than the original.
Quite a bit faster too. It's what? It's 1 hour now versus like 340 something.
Something, yeah. It's like almost 3 hours faster than the original.
Well, more like 2, but yeah, still.
It's still ridiculous.
Actually, no. I guess it is almost 3 now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, so let's see if Diamond Step has anything useful.
Bait
Nope.
bag. Well, there's our Master Sword in Logic.
Yep, but not useful. Not useful to the current runners. Using some nice leaf pumps to get to the out of the chest early.
You know, I still remember I still remember when we thought that barrier skip might only save like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, well, it's good. You know, it's a very good thing that those cutscenes at the end of the game are coded to just give you the items.
Well, the problem is that we thought it would require iron boots. I was actually one of the few who insisted that it probably didn't, because I was one of the ones trying to get barrier skip, and one day I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go without iron boots, and I'm gonna try this for a few hours. And I'm like half paying attention, and I see movement out of the corner of my eye, and I look up at my gamepad, and like I just for like one frame, I see like through the barrier, and I freak out, and I pull out the Wind Waker, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? And you know, Link's now sitting in front of the barrier where he's supposed to be, and it's like, I know I didn't just imagine that. I know I saw that. I know what I saw.
Command melody. That's good. Command melody for Riekelt, not for Scary yet.
Yeah, from the lady. Also, doesn't that require Deluxe Picto Box?
No, he got it from the mail.
Oh, that was the mail.
Yeah, well, you can just leave it on Scary, because he either already got it and we missed it, or he's gonna get it any second now from the mail. Because it's from the same letter it's from the letter he's already sent. A good chance for Scary to catch up is if he decides to skip Diamond Step, because Diamond Step is actually useless to him. So if he decides to not go there when he gets the hook shot, he might save a little bit of time there. Hey, look, Vanilla.
Is this even randomized?
I don't know, is it? I just love to see Vanilla drop sometimes. Alright, so it looks like Ree is done with Windfall, I think. He actually got the Moblin's letter and already turned it in, because the Zenari had the Moblin's letter. Oh no, he's gonna get another piece of mail. No, from the letter from Mom. Earth God's lyric, that's good. Yep, now they both have that. So Riekelt is just missing, I believe, the mirror shield, and he'd be able, and the fire arrows to be able to do Earth Temple. Well, you don't need the fire arrows, but in logic you do.
Yeah.
Because the room that you need them in, you can actually very easily skip.
Wait, the light arrows you said?
No, fire arrows.
Well, I mean, you have to get fire arrows to get light arrows.
Exactly, but what I meant was, like, technically in logic, Earth Temple needs fire arrows, but you could do it without them.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, okay, so Scary is going back to finish paw print, and he is going to get his hook shot there. And Riekelt is going to take a 2-minute time loss by going to Bomb Island, not knowing that it's useless.
Rip.
Well, that's the advantage of having advanced knowledge. You get to know that they're making a bad choice without them knowing.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, he's probably really trying to find... The situation that they're stuck in right now is he does not have Wind God's Aria, so unless he feels super confident in doing the big key skip, which is not super easy to do, the big key chest skip, he needs that to be able to do Wind Temple. So he's missing one item for Wind Temple, one item for Forsaken Fortress, and one item for Earth Temple.
I mean, you could just, like, gamble that nothing's in the big key chest.
Yeah, but a lot of times you don't want to do that. I feel like if you're forced to do it, you will, and you can get away with it. But then there's always that chance where it's not, and you have to make a plan to come back later.
Yeah, but that's anything, really.
Yeah, it is. But right now, the problem with Riekelt is that he was literally missing one item each for each of the three dungeons. So he's probably trying to find that in the overworld before having to go to a dungeon and hope. And that's what I was afraid of, is like, if he's going to go, let's say he goes to one of the dungeons and it gives him the item for the other dungeon, so then he has to leave early and go do a different dungeon. Because nobody wants to do two dungeons, like have to go back and do it again. And Magma thing fell back in the lava.
Probably your best bet is the Wind Temple.
Yeah, because he can do more. He can do everything but one chest at the Wind Temple. So
well, that's depending on key logic, but yeah.
Yeah, well, let me think.
If you
yeah, he could do everything, and he could, depending on key logic, if he got screwed and the key was there, he could try to skip the mini boss as well if he wanted, potentially.
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, based on that, if he doesn't have any overworld locations left, I guess if I was him, I'd be betting that he's probably going to go to Wind Temple, because you can get more stuff there. Because without the mirror shield, you can't go very far in Earth Temple without doing some really more glitches to get to the bottom. And then that means you have to fairy medley around. Oh wait, he's going to Outset.
And
does that mean he's going to go to Earth instead?
So yeah, basically, yeah, Forsaken Fortress and Earth Temple are pretty locked up.
Yeah, but it looks like he's going to Earth Temple right now.
So,
I have to say, okay, so it looks like Scary is also going to be taking a time loss because he's going to Diamond Step, which has nothing. And Riekelt is going to Earth Temple, which as I said, I don't agree with based on what he has.
Riekelt can probably do most of Earth Temple, as is. He knows glitches and stuff.
But the only problem is there's those chests, like that chest where you have to have the mirror shield to get it and stuff.
Yeah, plus the boss can't get without light arrows or the
mirror shield. So I'm not really sure. I look double medley, huh? But that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm sure he's probably better at the game than I am, but it's just in terms of routing, I don't really agree with this decision. Is all. I mean, unless he's betting on that first chest or whatever having something, and then he might open the warp pot that connects the two. And it looks like Scary doesn't know the fast strat for Diamond Step, so he's just killing the Floor Master and doing it the slower way. And he's not even using bombs to open the pots. He's trying to get Medley to open that, to unlock the treasure chest for him. So he didn't have to use the command melody, it looks like. And the bombs, looks like the bombs failed to destroy the choo-choos. So he's having to do that manually now. And he gets an arrow upgrade. So I don't know what his plan was in the dungeon, because he's leaving now. I don't know if he was planning on going farther, or if he's only leaving because he got the fire and air arrows. I'm not really sure. If he goes straight to Ice Ring or Fire Mountain, then he's leaving because he got the fire and ice arrows. So Scary's gonna get his Moblin's letter from Zenari, probably then go turn it in, and then he's gonna go turn it into Maggie to get a heart piece. Alright, so yeah, Riekelt is going straight to Ice Ring Isle, it looks like. Alright, so now Scary, who is only now just a little bit behind Riekelt, has a chance to make up time if he makes a good decision on where to go next. Because, as I said, I don't agree. Even though Earth Temple did have fired air arrows, he left immediately. So if like Ice Ring and Fire Mountain, if these end up not having good items, which is possible, then it will be a time loss. And it looks like Scary is going to Forsaken Fortress without the Skull Hammer. So I guess he's decided to make a big gamble. That's an interesting choice. And Riekelt finds the deluxe Picto Box, which could lead to something on Windfall. I don't agree with Scary going to Forsaken Fortress without the Skull Hammer, though. Because that leaves, you can only get 4 of the 6 chests.
1, actually.
Well, he can get 4 out of the 6. He just can't get, oh wait, no, wait, he can get 5. Yeah, he can kill Phantom Ganon.
You can't get further in the dungeon without the Skull Hammer.
No, you can get,
Chest storage, but not logically.
Well, the Skull Hammer could be in Phantom Ganon or in the jail.
Yep,
Because
in the jail.
Yeah, you can just get grabbed by the Floor Master.
Can
I don't know.
you?
Yeah, the Floor Master takes you right to the jail because Forsaken Fortress doesn't have an entrance to take you to. I don't know. You'd have to look at the tracker to see if that's in. Oh wait. Okay, so Riekelt is going to Needle Rock now. I don't know. You'd have to look at the tracker to see if that's in logic or not. But if the logic requires Skull Hammer on those chests, I just know you can do it without Skull Hammer. If Skull Hammer happens to be at Forsaken Fortress, then Scary's gamble will pay off.
Alright, so Needle Rock.
But like, you can get to the chest on the bed by flying over to that other door that opened right there. You can get to the jail by getting caught by the Floor Master at the first door that's right there. And there's 2 chests at the jail.
Ooh,
like,
a bottle.
Alright, let's go see if, okay, well, he's probably gonna go to Grandma now. Alright, so that was a compass, which was useless. Alright, there's the inner dungeon warp pot that connects to Earth Temple and Wind Temple. And it looks like he does not know how to get into the jail. So he's just going to save that warp pot to be able to get to Forsaken Fortress faster. And it looks like Riekelt is going to save Grandma, because he went and got a fairy.
Yep. We'll see if it's Granny Dwarf today.
But hey, at the very least he's getting soup, and soup is awesome. Okay, so I think Scary is going to go to Wind Temple because he just warped to Windfall. Nope, it looks like he made a mistake. And he's going to go to Earth Temple too. Well, I mean, while I know that there's an arrow upgrade in the first chest, it's just that still doesn't seem like the best idea logically. However, he can open up the warp pod for Earth Temple as well, if he goes to the next room, which Riekelt did not do.
Yeah, that's always a good play, especially if you're not full clearing dungeons.
Yeah, as I said, this seed is one of those seeds that looks like full clearing dungeons isn't possible in one go.
Yeah.
Alright, so Riekelt has not done Fire Mountain, so it looks like he equipped the arrows, so I'd guess he might be going there. And he is. And we have yet to see if the deluxe Picto Box has led to anything yet, because that's what was an Ice Ring, so we don't know if Ice Ring is a waste of time yet.
We probably will find out sooner or later.
Oh yeah, because it looks like Riekelt wants to check all of the overworld now that he got the Fire and Ice arrows before going to any of the dungeons, because he doesn't want to enter any of the other.
Don, you need the light arrows, first of all, to kill Jahala, and then second, you can't do the one chest, on the right side, I think, where you have to shine a light on the wall.
You mean the mirror shield?
Everything else.
Well, you said light arrows, but I'm sure but
No. You can do Jahala with light arrows.
yeah, I know.
That's what I was saying.
Oh.
Anyway.
If only you could use light arrows to do the other light-related stuff in this dungeon. That would save so much time. And he misplayed and fell off the mountain. Alright, so Scary is getting his Fire and Ice arrows right now. Alright, after he kills all the chews. Ree is doing Fire Mountain, seeing if that will lead to anything. Let's see if Scary is going to go ahead and open up that warp pod or do any more in this dungeon. Oh wait, no, he can't. He doesn't have Skull Hammer, so he can't go any farther at all.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
That's why it made me curious why they came here, and that's like it just seems odd to only go all the way there for one chest. And there's the mirror shield. So yeah, in logic, and that's the unless the other arrow upgrade was in the Wind Temple, and in logic, I guess you were supposed to go to Earth Temple first to be able to get the mirror shield to be able to do all of Earth Temple.
Wow, that's just disgusting. Actually, they can't even full clear right now.
Yeah, there's no Skull Hammer. So I would expect Riekelt to probably check. Yeah, he's going to go to Windfall and check the Picto Box. If the deluxe Picto Box item is the Skull Hammer, then that will be the ultimate troll. Alright, so Scary did open that warp pot to be able to get back to Forsaken Fortress faster. Oh yeah, so with Fire and Ice arrows, he's going to do all three things he could do at Windfall.
Oh, true. I would do the lady first, but hey, nothing wrong with this.
Well, it's just a minor time loss because of the change in the day, one extra time. And
Aww.
Granny is a waste of time. Aw, Grandma ends up being useless this run. Besides soup.
Granny's like, oh, you love your soup so much, here, I'll give you another bottle to dupe it in.
Alright, so let's go see if Picto Box is a waste of time or not, because Scary's gonna go get his Picto Box right now. And it's a waste of time, so now we know that Scary is doing something that's pointless to him. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so because of that, Scary's making all the same decisions that Riekelt did, but he's just behind on time. So unless he makes like a gamble that pays off big, it's Riekelt's race to lose. Or to win, I should say. You know, if you time a roll right, you don't even need the iron boots, you can just roll right through the wind.
Yep.
Alright, Creeb, let's go. What do you got? Useless. But the way this seat's looking, though, is I'm sure he's gonna be now, though, because of the way it's worked out. I'm sure, unless he gets forced to, he's gonna not go to Wind Temple. He's gonna do Earth Temple first, if he can.
Another bottle.
I don't know. It looks like he's gonna have to go to Wind Temple at some point because he can't. He still hasn't got the Skull Hammer.
No, but actually, yeah, you're right, because you can't get to the other side without the... No, he can do the mirror shield room and then go get a key and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It looks like he's gonna go to Angular Isles right now. And Link just got instantly blinded. Alright, so we'll get to see if Angular Isles has anything. I've had the Skull Hammer be there before, so...
You know,
That's really... What?
it could always be vanilla.
No, Skull Hammer's not vanilla, because Scary's already been there and killed Phantom. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. But then he didn't do anything else. Scary, I already assumed because he went there, he already took that bet. And now Scary found out that Ice Ring Oil was a waste of time.
That always hurts.
Yep. Hey, look, that's useless too.
Quote unquote useless. I think a lot of runners would be glad to see that.
Why? Because they'll actually, if they have GBAs to use, I don't have a GBA, so I'd get punished for it. Alright, so it looks like Riekelt is going back to Earth Temple since he can open up a few more chests using the mirror shield. He can't like get into the other side, like the side where the first small key is. He can't get to that side, so but he can open up the bottom of the dungeon and check down there, and he finds a small key down there. Because in logic, that would be in logic actually. The game could be telling you to go down there first because of the mirror shield.
Yep.
I have never had that happen where I've been forced to go down there first, but by logic, the Skull Hammer could be down there.
Yeah. That would be kind of rude, but...
This randomizer's known for being rude sometimes, isn't it? Alright, so Scary's gonna go save Grandma, which is honorable, but unfortunately only leads to another bottle.
Is it close?
I would put Riekelt 5 to 10 minutes ahead, at least. No bias, just based on the circumstances and the fact that he has a couple more things. And he's checked areas that Scary's checking now already. I like how the mod makes the mirror shield into the harp for Medley. That's clever.
That really confused me there for a second.
Because they look the exact same now.
Yep, and I was like, wait, how is he doing that? And I was like, oh wait.
Alright, so as we said, if the Skull Hammer and keys are down here, then this is a very rude seed indeed. Because the mirror shield was in Fire Mountain, so...
Light arrows are still on the table too.
Yeah, I mean
vanilla ones.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that's about as rude as you can get, because basically every runner's gonna check every single location before they check that one. There's no reason to ever gamble that they're vanilla. Actually, now that I think about it, from what I've heard, I don't think that's even happened in a tournament match yet.
Never in a tournament match. It's happened a few times outside, though.
Yeah, exactly. That I can believe, because there's hundreds and hundreds of people that have run this, but...
I actually had it happen once.
How about that was a nice slap in the face.
It was like, seriously, game?
I did all this work, I checked everything, and you just put them in vanilla.
That chest got a couple bombs.
I bet it did. Oh yeah, okay, he's gonna soup for the Floor Masters. That's a good idea. Those guys are they take forever to kill. So let's see. Yep, there it is. It's a rude seed. Oh, it's one of those seeds.
You know, we're still technically logically missing our the Wind God's Requiem.
The Wind God Aria. That's probably in this dungeon. It could be in Wind Temple itself.
Yeah.
That would be very rude. It's like it's in Wind Temple, and then and then a Master Sword upgrades in the Wind Temple too, or something. But it's in the big key chest, so you needed that unless you knew how to do that skip. Which I think, which if I recall correctly, not even like the really good people don't really want to do the big key skip, because it's like they're just like, I'd really rather have the Winds God Aria.
Yeah, I mean, it's doable, and most speedrunners know how to do it, but...
It's not really it's kind of a pain, and it's just, you're better off trying to find it.
It's very, very, very precise.
Exactly. So that's something I wouldn't want to bother to doing if you could just find the Wind God's Aria. Since taking Makar to that one room does not really take that long. And I mean, we're still missing light arrows, and we're still missing 2 sword upgrades, so...
2 swords, light arrows, and one God's Aria, so, yeah. Gosh.
I wonder if Riekelt is going to take the third... I guess he's probably going to go all the way to the boss, if he can, and then take that warp pot back to the beginning to get the chest he missed. Is probably what he's going to do, since he's already down here.
I mean, no reason not to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of his routing.
Does he have the boss key, though?
No, I don't think he does.
He might not want to do that.
That's what I'm saying though. It's like it's the same amount of time either way to run back up or just go ahead and finish the dungeon except for the boss and then take the warp pot back.
You can do the boss key skip, but it's
It's not. It's harder to do without double magic. It's doable without double magic, but it's kind of harder to do from what I've heard. And medley turners.
You can actually do it with chest storage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can. I wonder if that's what he's gonna try to do. So then, because he hasn't found the map or the compass yet, so he's maybe hoping that he can skip a couple of the chests, maybe.
Try next. There's actually warp pots between the dungeons, which honestly I find more helpful than the actual vanilla warp pots.
All right, another empty bottle. But I would like to point out that he did not do chest storage off that chest, so he's not doing that bot. He's not planning on doing the boss key skip that way. Alright, so Scary's gonna get his mirror shield now, which means he's probably gonna go right back to Earth Temple. And he also did Needle Rock, which led to nothing.
Well, storage does everything except skip the barrier. So yeah, it's such a broken glitch.
Yep. It's a fun glitch, too.
Hold on a second, what do you mean, not yet? I'm pretty sure if storage was possible to get through the barrier, it would have been found by now.
You never know, maybe someone will randomly find it. I doubt it, but you never know.
You know, if there was a moblin on the... You can actually do a moblin slide, but there's no moblins on that side of the barrier.
That's the problem. Yeah, I've heard that before. Alright, so let's see if how quick his mirror room strategy is for getting all 3 of those chests. Because, I mean, he's going to put Medley on top of that statue.
I mean, just look at item sliding, Trinex. They got found because somebody had a wonky GameCube controller.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing the story about that. Oh, okay, so he's not doing the fast mirror room strat. Interesting. Yeah, there's actually a much faster way to do the mirror room. The fastest way to do the mirror room that I've seen is you can actually shine the light to check all the chests as well. Is when Medley's on top of that statue, you can actually shine the light from that statue and hit the other statue on the other side of the room if you've already pushed it. You know?
Yeah.
And then you can use that light to open up the crypt in the second chest, and then do the roll clip to get into the big key area. That's actually the fastest way to do this room. And so Riekelt apparently doesn't either doesn't like that strategy or is doing it this way. I mean, he has a big enough lead that it's not a big deal, but it's just something to note. Because he's doing half the mirror room puzzle instead. He's doing that strategy right now.
Yep, and he gets it.
So it looks like Scary is going to Angular Isles as well. Yep, and that didn't lead to anything either.
Just a heart container in the first chest here.
Well, that's one of the better junk items to get, because then more health is always good.
And there's the big key.
Yep. So now he's gonna kill all 3 of these. Classic setup. Bomb, boomerang, hammer.
Ugh.
Taking the time to open the orbs. Not sure why, but I guess he's just restocking on bombs that way.
Interesting.
And unfortunate, killing those Stalfos was a waste of time. So, okay, he's gonna snipe the little Stalfoses first. And Scary's gonna return to Earth Temple now as well. And all that work for the compass.
Rip.
The only thing good down in that basement was the big key. That's it.
I'd consider that fairly good.
Oh, okay, I see. I was a mistake. Using the warp pot would have been a mistake, because safe warping puts you at the beginning of the dungeon anyway. So now he's gonna go check those chests. I don't think he's found the dungeon map, and he already has the big key, so he might be able to skip one chest if the last one has the map, but that's it. And or he's gonna leave. Oh no, I forgot Medley. I guess he got confused and thought it was HD, and where they follow you through without you having to carry them.
I mean, I think that he's mainly a HD runner.
That was just a nice quality of life change HD made.
You know, I ought to suggest that to Lago.
That could be possible to code, I'm sure, because he made it to where they appear at the warp pots whenever you go through. Alright, so he's gonna get all these chests now. And you have to remember that the skull hammer is down below, so Scary has to do that first. Because it was quite rude indeed. And he forgot to do the command melody. And one of those two chests has to, pretty much has to have a small key. Well, no. And I guess in logic it is possible for the second small key to go to the top of the dungeon to be at the very bottom, actually. Now and I guess he doesn't want to do the bomb boost trick, so he's going to do the use the fire arrows to use the choo-choos like the puzzle intends. Yeah, it's slightly faster to just jump off and use the bomb to boost yourself up there versus doing that. And he decides to open the warp pod door. Oh wait, that makes sense. It'll be faster to run there than safe warping out. And there's Skullhammer for Scary. He's probably groaning just like Riekelt did. He's trying to do the roll clip to get behind the having to kill the enemies. Which, by the time he's already failed doing this 3 times, he could have already killed them all. Yeah, at this point, I would have already killed them all. I would have just killed them. But it works out, so he's gonna check the crypt and then do the mini boss with the hook shot and skip that. Then he'll be done. Then he'll be able to go to Jawhala. And yeah, that's useless. Joy pinned it. Scary's actually left Earth Temple and decided to go complete Forsaken Fortress. And Riekelt is going to skip the mini boss fight using the hook shot. Very easy to do. And looks like his gamble might have paid off because the light arrow belongs to Scary first. Chest on the bed. Which I will add that Scary could have gotten already, but he left Forsaken Fortress the first time instead of going there. Because you can use the Deku Leaf to fly over that gap and open that door and get to the chest in the bed. So, in that so Scary could have actually had the light arrows the entire time. So if this gamble pays off, because we already know that neither Master Sword upgrade is in Earth Temple. So if, for example, if Wind, and that means Windsgot Aria is probably in Wind Temple, as well as both sword upgrades, which is kind of ironic that they're both there again. So Riekelt's gonna go ahead and go ahead and he's gonna go kill Jawhala. And Scary's the only thing good in Forsaken Fortress was the light arrows. Everything else was just nope. Because Fancy Ganon had nothing good, that chest had nothing good, and the other two chests both have the compass and the map, so. Alright, so Scary's gonna make his way up to the Helmrock King. And I would assume Riekelt is going to probably go straight to Forsaken Fortress next because he has the Skull Hammer. So then he'll get his light arrows. And then it'll just be a Wind Temple race. But both Master Swords are looking like they're probably in Wind Temple, so they will have to be checking everything until they find them both. So it's not going to be go mode till mid-Wind Temple. Alright, so Riekelt defeats Jawhala and gets his second Triforce piece. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm assuming Riekelt probably going straight to F for Second Fortress right now. Oh, he's gonna go to the cabana first, it looks like. Alright, so I could be wrong. One of the Master Sword upgrades could be in the cabana. Alright, Scary is gonna be doing storage to try to make the Helmarok fight quick and easy. Yeah, too late there. Too late again. Okay, there we go, he got it. So now you're going to see the quick Helmarok kill, assuming that he doesn't get unlucky in soft locks. And then the letter from Baito from doing Earth Temple. Useless. Alright, Helmarok looks like he's a good boy today, so he's gonna come walk over and get his face beat in. Scary not doing quick spins to make the fight faster, but oh well. Riekelt has his angle slightly off from the for doing the switch to the wall. Those rats are they always get in the way too. So Helmarok is down. 2 Triforce pieces each. But Scary's at a disadvantage of still having to do all of Earth Temple and Wind Temple, whereas Riekelt only has Wind Temple and Forsaken Fortress, which is much faster. Now, time to see if Cabana was worth the trip or not. And it was, when Scott Aria was there. Alright, that means Wind Temple, and Wind Temple after Forsaken Fortress, which I'm sure he's going to go to next. That means pretty much the Master Swords, if there's not one here. We know that they're probably both in Wind Temple, because I think Riekelt's actually done every other overworld location. Yep, okay, so both Master Swords are actually in Wind Temple. But since those don't change anything, I fully expect Riekelt to go to Forsaken Fortress next, where he'll get his light arrows, and then he'll pretty much be in go mode. Because Wind Temple has both the swords, so then he'll just be going there and then to the end of the game. And unless Scary knows how to do the big key chest skip, unless of course that chest has nothing useful and he decides to risk it, he's going to have to go to the Cabana to get the Wind God Aria. Alright, so Scary's going to be running through Earth Temple as fast as he can, but since he doesn't know that there's actually nothing useful in here at all, besides the item needed, he is going to be doing everything slowly. One of the bombs missed, so he didn't get in the door. Scary bringing Medley with him to the side of the dungeon where she's actually not needed at all. Because he already has the mirror shield. Alright, a pretty good Phantom Ganon fight. And Scary forgetting he has light arrows and can just instant kill these enemies. Okay, now he remembers. So he's gonna go check the crypt. If he flies over with the leaf, so he doesn't have to fight the Re-Dead. It has a joy pendant, so it's useless. No, looks like he's gonna fight the Re-Deads if he's gonna drink soup. Oh, never mind. And he messes up and falls down, so he has to fight them. But he has light arrows, so it's just only a minor time loss. Riekelt has not got his light arrows because he did not go to the bed chest first, he went to the prison first. And he messes up and falls in the water. go ahead and play it safe and change the wind, whereas Scary is going to go ahead and open the mid-boss chest, and then probably either do the puzzle or save warp out. Opting to save warp out. And Ree is going to get his light arrows right now. And he knows he doesn't need to check that last chest. So neither of them are using any fantasy strategies, just doing the game normally to get to through their respective dungeons. Although I'm pretty certain Ree's gonna do the Helmarock quick kill, just like Scary did. Most runners do that now. It removes all the RNG from the fight and just lets you kill the Helmarock so quickly. Yep. Okay. So the Riekelt gonna go for ahead and go for storage and to get that cutscene, to get the Helmarock skip or quick kill. Yep, and he gets it on his first try getting the dive, Wind Waker dive. All right. So back hop, side hop, side hop, side hop, back hop, side hop, and that sets you up pretty well. Another useless bottle for Scary. I mean, he could use it to dupe Soup in if he wanted, but he doesn't really need it. Gets caught by a Redad, which is unfortunate, but happens. And Riekelt gets slightly unlucky as the Helmarock decides to do a wind attack before walking over. But he still walks over like a good boy to get his face smashed in. And with that, Helmarock is down, and Riekelt has his third out of 4 needed Triforce pieces. And based on what he's checked in the overworld, which is everything, he's going to be going straight to Wind Temple, where both sword upgrades have to be. And so he is practically in go mode. If both sword upgrades happen to be early in Wind Temple, then he might be able to skip a whole bunch of chests. So we'll have to see, or the game control him and he'll have to check everything and the last sword upgrade will be in the last chest. Unfortunately for Scary, Medley fell off the ledge, so he had to fly her back up. So let's see what Scary's method to doing the mirror room is. Looks like he's going to be doing it the same way that Riekelt did. And as I said, Riekelt is going to be headed straight to Wind Temple right now. Or, no, I guess there's oh yeah, I guess there's one more letter to check. Oh yeah, after Earth Temple there's a letter to check. No, wait, no, Arrow's letter, my bad. But I don't think Arrow's letter had anything useful, if I recall correctly. But it makes sense to check it, because if it had a sword upgrade, then that would save him time in Wind Temple. Oh, never mind. It did have a sword. Okay, my bad. That means Scary never got Arrow's letter. He never checked the mailbox for Arrow's letter. So that means there's only one sword there's only one sword upgrade in Wind Temple. And it looks like Riekelt is opting to super swim there to save a few seconds. Unless he messes up and drowns, which he did. Yeah, in this situation, it would have been better if he had just gone straight there in the boat, because it's only one quadrant over. With the swift sail to go there, it only takes about 12 seconds to cover a quadrant. So it actually would have been faster. If he had gotten a super swim perfectly, it might have saved a few seconds, but it wouldn't have saved that much time. For just going one quadrant over, it's faster just to use the swift sail to go there. But I respect the attempt to super swim. Unfortunately, fighting these Stalfos only results in a red rupee, but Scary's still going to do it because he didn't know. Obviously, he doesn't know. Unfortunately for Scary, I mean, he's playing smart, but he's still behind, so unless he actually makes a huge risk or Riekelt messes up big, this is not looking good for him. And as I said, Riekelt is missing only one sword upgrade because Arrow's letter had a sword, and Scary never checked that yet. So if that Master Sword is early on in Wind Temple, he is in full go mode. And he will, if he knows how to do the tricks, he will literally just skip the entire dungeon. Because he wants that Master Sword upgrade early so that he can just skip as much as possible. And Scary trying to hit the Stalfos normally instead of using the boomerang to stun it, which is costing him a lot of time. Oh yeah, and Scary still, after doing the Earth Temple, he still needs to go to the cabana to get his Windscott Aria, unless he plans on banking that he doesn't need it, and skipping that one chest. Which, the odds are you don't need it. The odds are the Master Sword's not in that room. But, you never know. Because that's only one chest. That's the only chest you need Windscott Aria for. Every other chest, including getting to the end, you don't need it. while it's impossible to know, if Scary had advanced knowledge, I would actually just... his only hope would be to literally skip doing a cabana and hope the Master Sword's not in that room. But he doesn't obviously know, so he's probably going to go there. He gets clipped by the Armo, so he couldn't side hop all the way over. So he's gonna opt to kill it to get it out of the way. Enemy AI in this can be really trolling sometimes. Alright, so the small advantage Scary has is that he has the light arrows before Jalhala, so he doesn't have to shine light on him, he can just insta shoot him down. Saves a few seconds for each phase. He's also gonna dupe the soup over to his last bottle, so that way you can just insta kill all the Poes out of all the Poe ghosts out of Jalhala. Reset the room to make Makar come back down to you. And he's not going to go up to the top to open the floor because you can to open the bottom floor because you don't need that. Looks like he's trying to snipe that war pot from down low. Manages to get it. He's going to go over and check this chest because you never know where the Master Sword could be. Scary has finished off Jalhala and gets his 7th Triforce piece. And there it is. Riekelt is now in full go mode. He is going to probably just do glitches and skip to the bottom of the dungeon if he knows how to do that. Because he does. If he knows how to do the boss key skip, he's going to do that. If he doesn't, then let's just see what he decides to do. Because he still needs the big key. He could be trying to find the big key and then skip everything else. But other than that, Riekelt has everything. He has light arrows, the full Master Sword, he's ready to go. Alright, so yeah, it looks like Riekelt is not... he wants to find the big key. Which is fair. Trying to do the boss key skip from Mulgara can be kind of annoying because you have to get chest storage in that one room. And then you have to make it over because you have to make it over using a different strat. It's kind of obnoxious. It's safer to try to find a boss key. That's for certain. Alright, so Scary is going to the cabana for himself now. So he'll be getting his Wind God Aria, and I guess he probably will get a sword upgrade from the mailbox, I'd guess. If he checks the mail here to get it from a row. Another heart container. Yeah, 6 hearts is pretty high for the randomizer. You don't normally see that many hearts. Alright, yeah, so that's the letter from Baito. Useless. But the letter from Aril is... The letter from Aril is what's good. There it is. Okay, so that's going to be his Master Sword upgrade. Riekelt's gonna do the backflip trick to get up into the fan, so he doesn't have to slowly fly across the entire room. So the only thing he's looking at, he's in technical go mode, but he wants the boss key, and then he's probably gonna skip the rest of the dungeon, at least assuming. So as soon as he finds the boss key, he's in full go mode. Same for Scary. I mean, because Scary just has to get the Windscott Aria from here, and then he's going to go. Even though the Windscott Aria was actually useless because the big key chest didn't have anything useful in it. Oh yeah, and since Riekelt sniped that pot, then going in this pot will actually save a lot of time. It's actually a good idea. I should do that myself. Anyway, Alright, so Scary's getting his Windscott Aria right now, which is in this chest. Unfortunately, I mean, so that's going to make him go to Wind Temple, even though Wind Temple had nothing useful. I mean, I should say, the big key chest had nothing useful. So now Riekelt's got the floor open, he's going to check another chest. And depending on when he gets the boss key, depends on what he does after that. Nope. Gets the map. Doesn't need that. He's going to take Makar into this room so he doesn't lose them. And get the two chests here. He's equipping bombs, so I'm assuming he's going to try to get the bomb boost to skip having to fall down. Because falling down sucks. Alright, so he's going to try to time it perfectly so that way the bomb blasts him up. But it looks like he might have, I don't know, it looks like he might have been a frame too late. Yeah, he was. He fell down. And rather than push the blocks, he's going to opt to try to get grabbed by the Floor Master. But he keeps getting attacked by the other enemies, so the Floor Master can't grab him. Yeah, there's another one you can go to. But now that he's back up top, he can just do this trick to get up there by doing a jump slash bomb boost up there, up top. Oh, he misses it the first time, but and then just doing a jump slash over while still in hit, while still being flashing red. And there's the big key that he needs, so he can just ignore the other chest. I probably wishes that he had just got up there first before breaking all the floors. Because once you open that chest on the right, it makes the spikes go away. Alright, so now he is in full go mode. He's probably gonna... I'd assume he's gonna... Yeah, okay, yeah, he's gonna do the ledge clip to get underneath there. Yeah, that's what he's doing right now. He's gonna do a roll clip to get underneath the dungeon and skip having to open the floor. And Scary has just entered Wind Temple himself, but he has a lot of ground to make up. Oh, and also he also found a small key, so he also needed that. My bad. It was more than just the boss key. He did not get crushed. That's good. He doesn't need any more chests, so he's just gonna keep going. Probably dupe some more soup since he's out of magic. Gets the leaf skip first try, and he's on straight to go to Mulgara. So at least you get the good thing about Wind Temple from a spectator perspective is you get good music. Makes it across with ease, and then is just gonna, you know, sidle along this this door, because the developers put that song stone a little too far forward. Yeah, so assuming if Scary knows how to do all the same tricks that Ree does, and is able to skip to the bottom of the dungeon and not need Bakar, then he's only like maybe 5 minutes behind. So if Ree has just an awful Puppet Ganon fight or something, it's possible. But if Scary does not know how to do all that, then he's probably more than 10 minutes behind. Alright, so Ree already for getting the first cycle on Mulgara easily. Second cycle. So he's going to fly around now, and let's see if he's able to get any of the air snipes. Probably one of my favorite SD only things. They removed it in HD. In SD, you're able to actually hookshot Mulgara out of the sky as he dives at you. Yep, he's going to go for it. It's not super difficult to do. And he gets the first one. He has 3 extra dupe soups, but doesn't want to just drink one of them. I guess it's fine to save them all. Oh, Scary does not know how to clip under Wind Temple because he's actually using Bakar to open up all the way. So that means he's planning on climbing up there to open up the bottom. That's unfortunate. And it looks like Ree missed the second air snipe, so he's having to do it normally. But Mulgara is down. So onwards to Hyrule. Scary's gonna gamble that he doesn't need the Makar, that he doesn't need the big key chest, I guess, because he left Makar behind. But about to get his full Master Sword right here from this chest. And he's going to try to snipe that pot as well. Opting to go back all the way back to get that warp pot now, which will spawn Makar in that room with him. Yeah, but this, as I said, this is Riekelt's is Riekelt's too far ahead. And there's the barrier skip, where you skip doing barrier skip by just opening the barrier normally. And Scary just opting to break one floor panel and just fall down instead of try to break them all and skip doing it. And just doing this normally. And the Dark Knight kills himself. Fun. So Scary has the big key now, and gets grabbed by the Floor Master and and will lose more time. That other chest is not required at all, but Scary's looks like he's gonna go for it anyway. Yeah, I think Wind Temple is one of the biggest dungeons to save time on, because either you have to check everything, or you can do what Riekelt did, get what's needed, and just skip to the bottom by using a simple edge clip, which it's apparent that Scary doesn't know how to do. Because now that he has the Master Sword and the light arrows, if he knew how to do it, he'd already have gone down there to do it. But he also doesn't have a small key because he didn't check the other chests that Riekelt did first. But he manages to get the floor panel break thing skip using the sword. So now and then he can just hook shot up there and go open that chest. If that chest has the other small key, then maybe he could skip to the bottom if he knows how to do that. But it does not. Yeah, one thing I recommend for a lot of people when you're learning to do this is you really practice Wind Temple, because that's one of the biggest time saves and time losses easily for dungeons. If you get a route that requires Wind Temple, you need to practice it. Because when I said before, if Scary knew how to do all the Wind Temple skips that Riekelt did, he was probably only 5 minutes behind, but the fact that he doesn't, he's probably about 15 minutes behind at this point. Or possibly more. And Ree already getting the first snipe on Propaganon. Gets the second one. Barely misses that third, barely misses there. But gets the third one. Moving on to the spider phase. Yeah, see, because Scary's getting all these chests that are, if you know how I said, are not required at all. And he takes the time to, I guess, to kill the P-hats. And the spider phase is down, so moving on to the snake. Attempting to use bombs for this instead of sniping them. It's actually faster if you wanted. Usually the fastest way to do this, if you don't want to snipe them, is instead of randomly throwing bombs and hopes it hits them, is just to kamikaze and hold a bomb over your head and run into them with it, because that guarantees that it stops them. All right, so Papa Ganon is down. Riekelt is going to climb the rope and take on Ganon. I would expect his final time to be 2:21 or 2:22, probably. Tries to do a stylish rope thing by mashing A to climb up higher, but then lets go of R and jumps off. And Scary's stuck in his menu, or I guess he's looking for something. I don't know what he's thinking. But he's going to fight the mini boss that he doesn't need to fight. He uses a small key. And so here we are on Ganon. Let's see how quick he has suit power right now. So let's see if he can get a triple one phase. Perfect start. Zelda was very useful there. But he did not get a perfect one phase. Well, and yeah, he did get a one phase because Ganon already got mad. So he's gonna punch Zelda in the face. Alright, another one phase. And a perfect fight. 220, 40, A7. And that is it. GG's to Riekelt for winning. Very started off good, but his routing and knowledge of tricks guaranteed, just pretty much solidified his win. Because, as I said, I mean, Scary is probably a good 15-20 minutes away.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
$2.21, not too bad of a seed other than the hammer hunt, yeah.
Well, yeah, that was a very rude seed. We were actually talking about that. It's like, what if they put the hammer in the bottom of Earth Temple? Oh, look, there it is.
Yeah, that's literally the worst place it could be.
Yeah, one of the worst places for sure. Because you ended up checking every single overworld location as well, and a lot of them were just dead ends.
Actually, the whole overworld, I mean, there were dead ends, but they actually gave me useful items.
Yeah, but pretty much the main thing that helped you win is your routing at the start was better. You had Cliff Plateau early ended up paying off because he gave you the Picto Box, and Scary is still in Wind Temple, and he does not know how to do the Wind Temple skips. So even though he was technically in go mode from getting the Master Sword upgrade like you were, and he got the boss key, he kept doing everything else because he doesn't know how to skip to the bottom like you did. So your knowledge of tricks, your knowledge of tricks is another thing that pretty much solidified you winning, as well. Besides your better routing choices. Because yeah, he's literally doing the flying up with Makar and using the hook shot to go open up the fan at the bottom right now.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing right now, he's doing just like the thing that I really never wanted to do again. Yeah.
You never have to do that ever, even if you don't get any items, because there's no items up there. If you know how to skip to the bottom and do the leaf skip, you never have to do this part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's something that whenever I race, I'm never gonna do again either. I don't want to do this. It doesn't look fun. It's so slow because those enemies control you too. But yeah, other than that, yeah, you made better decisions and you got the right items early. It was an interesting gamble that you actually both did the same gamble and went to Earth Temple just to check that one chest, and they had the arrow upgrade.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect.
Well, I actually guessed wrong that you were probably going to go to Wind Temple and try to check there first, since it had more items you could check. But it ended up working out that you went to Earth Temple to get that one item.
I wanted to go to Wind Temple last, because
yeah, a lot of people do.
Actually, that's like the longer temple, so I wanted to speed through it.
It worked out. One small advantage that he could have had is he went to Forsaken Fortress as a gamble, hoping that like Phantom Ganon had the Skull Hammer, but he didn't. He left early and didn't check the other chests, and he went there so long ago that if he had wanted to, he would have actually had light arrows way before you, because he could have checked the chest on the bed where they were before you. But he didn't. He didn't know to fly over there with the leaf to open there, since he didn't have the hammer to open the way from inside. Had he done that, he actually would have had light arrows well before you did, and that could have been bigger.
Yeah, like I've seen Scaryolive a few times now, and from what I know, is that he's been learning like quite fast. And
yeah, he knows quite a few things, but there's just like some things that he doesn't know that hurts him.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been doing it for a while, and came from Wind Waker HD, obviously. So, like, if he just spends a little bit more time playing and watching others, like Trog, for example, or Woofer, he'll definitely become, like, top of... Yeah, he could be a really hard contender.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
So, I hate the Earth Temple. Did I tell you that before?
No, but I can say that the way you do the mirror room is slightly slower than the fastest way I think of, usually. Like, because you don't even have to push all those statues. You can actually, like, because I know you do that to open up everything by doing the puzzle halfway. but like you can actually just do it by shining Medley's light to the left and hitting the mirror on the left. And then do the roll.
Oh.
Yeah, and then do the roll, and then just do the roll clip to get to the big key chest.
Yeah, that. What is it? I've been having the biggest problems with it, roll clip.
I understand. I just said if done right, then technically that way's faster, but your way is still pretty quick of using the just doing half the puzzle. But other than that, it was as I said, it was a good race for you. The seed was kind of questionable, but you still made it work very well.
Yeah, fortunately I made most of the good gambles. When I was actually going through all the elemental islands, I was hoping for the hammer there so that I could go to the, what do you call it, Forsaken Fortress with storage. But unfortunately that wasn't a thing.
Exactly. I know you wanted that early because that would have helped, and it turns out Ice Ring was a dead end because the deluxe Picto Box led to nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing worse than going to an out-of-the-way island and getting nothing is to get an item that could lead to something else, and then that leads to nothing.
Yeah, that's the same with Needle Rock Island. That gave me a bottle, which leads me to Grandma, and she also gave a bottle.
Yeah, Grandma wasn't helpful this run except for Soup, of course.
Yeah, I mean, Soup is okay, but
No,
it's
Soup
not a
is fine.
progression item. I could do without.
I know you can do without, but having Soup just can overall save a lot of time because you don't have to manage your magic.
No, it is actually Wednesday, my dudes.
Yeah, it's Wednesday where he's from, so...
For a whole 58 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, but other than that, it's a very solid run. For the seed that you were given, you made the mostly made good decisions. I mean, there's obviously some gambles that could have been done without, but no, otherwise it was good.
Yeah, shout out to Meth Girl for being the top tier seed roller. And with top tier, I mean... Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
There's been some some interesting seeds. Linkus's run that I watched yesterday, his run, they had to do Wind Temple 2, and the reason he got super far ahead even more than normal just because he's, really good, was the fact that he guessed to go to Wind Temple early instead of doing the overworld, and the Wind Temple had both sword upgrades that he needed, so it just saved him a ton of time.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it did. And Scary messed up the leaf trick. Skip.
Yeah, this is the worst trick in the whole temple.
I'm not looking forward to mastering it. The only trick in this game that I actually hate, though, is I hate the crypto hop with the statue. That's the only one I hate.
Oh, it's actually not. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's
I know
also
the
easy
set.
to mess up.
Yeah, I know the setups, and it's probably to the point for me that unless skipping command melodies required, I'm probably just gonna not bother. Because honestly, if you have the command melody, you only lose like 30 seconds by doing the command melody.
Yeah, definitely don't go for the old setup where you just half YOLO it.
Oh no, I know. I know the setups, it's just still annoying because you can still mess up the setup if you don't get a perfect turnaround.
I actually don't know it, but that's mostly because it's kind of different in HD.
Because HD, the graphics on the wall are better, so you can actually line yourself up.
Yeah, and it's widescreen.
That as well. But, Tower of the Gods wasn't in logic, even though he had all 3 pearls, and you both got all 3 pearls fairly early. That's what's the most annoying thing.
Oh yeah, it kinda pushes you towards the Tower of the Gods and then there's nothing there. That's like the worst.
Yeah, well, at least it's not like the old race days where if it was before you knew which dungeon you had to go to, you would have gone there based on thinking that there was something there. That would have been unfortunate.
Oh, he's not having the best of luck with side up here.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get it and then just gets slammed by the spike trap. That'd be unfortunate. Yeah, you don't even need to do the side hop. You can just time the climb up.
Yeah, but only at one of the
Yeah, at
ends.
the ends. Yeah, you have to do it at one of the ends. Yeah, I think he's getting a little bit frustrated.
Well, he got it at least.
Yeah. All right. Well, if the audio's on him, everyone can listen to that sweet Mulgara music one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everyone loves Mulgara.
Oh, pro tip for that slide behind the stone. Just hold target and roll forwards. That's the best cheat ever.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Well, as we get to watch him, unfortunately, you missed the second air snipe on Mulgara. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, the stupid little Mulgara babies.
Yeah. Yeah, have you seen them? The most trolling thing that you can do, whereas you can be getting this. Not that they hit you out of the way, but the most troll thing is they can actually jump in between you and Mulgara, and you grab them instead, and then you get eaten because of it. That's actually the most troll thing that can happen. Let's compromise at Wed Tuesday. Okay, sure.
Hello?
Yes.
There we go.
Alright, so while we're listening to that sweet Mulgara music, hopefully. Yeah, we are, okay. I have to actually, because I'm on my phone commentating, I can't have the media on. Because it'll feed through the Discord call and people will be able to hear it too. I think.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No, so I had to play without music. I had to commentate without listening to the music, which is a little annoying, but it's fine. And he almost got eaten there. But yeah, he just has a couple more refinements on movement, and then obviously learning those tricks. But other than that, he'd be pretty good.
Uh oh, he got the same bad luck here. So is he in go mode? Yeah, he's in go mode. Cool.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
I'm not sorry.
I wouldn't be sorry either. Don't let those people tell you what to do.
I'm sorry, Speed Gaming. I'm not sorry. Unfortunately, this is a trick you can't actually do in HD, the air snipe. Oh, he got snaked again.
Well, that's good. Alright, so, other than that, unless anyone has questions for you from what you did, then that's pretty much it while we just watch this. I don't know if Scary's gonna want to finish his run or not. I don't know if I don't even know. I mean, he might know that you've already finished. I don't know if he does.
He knows that I finished.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Yeah,
So,
we,
yeah,
we have a separate chat room.
Yeah, and the other thing I used to do, they actually had a chat room that was shared from commentators and runners, so that way they could both communicate with each other.
I mean, you could go into our SRL room.
Exactly. Well, I know. I'm just saying they did it on Discord.
Okay. But yeah, as for Scaryolive, he's like so close, like...
I know,
12
there's
minutes.
nothing wrong. Exactly, yeah. Depending on how good his snipes are, yeah, he'll be done before 240. I mean 250, I should say.
Yeah,
250.
240? That's like zoomy
No.
air
That's
snipe.
not, no, that's like item sliding to Hyrule.
Oh, I miss item sliding in this game. So much.
I bet. I noticed that when you were at Earth Temple, one of the times you thought you were in HD and walked through the door without medley and then forgot.
Yeah, I did.
I know, I was like, wait, he's in
do I need her? Oh wait, I need to open the actual door.
with her in my hand. Yeah, you walked through. That was a nice quality of life change. That's for certain. And also, by the way, I actually do need to say that without a doubt, for people that go to Windfall first and stuff, this Windfall was probably one of the most useless, unhelpful Windfalls I've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure.
It had like 5 charts, like literally 5 charts.
Oh yeah, like 2 from Tingled and 1 from Tots.
And Miss Marie and the kids.
Oh. Are you sure
Yeah.
Navgol didn't make a mistake and had charge activated?
I don't know, you'd have to ask her. But then again, you were able to beat the game, so the charts weren't in logic, of course.
Definitely true.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if they decided to troll everyone and put one of the Triforce charts as in logic, so you'd need the bigger wallet and you'd have to go fish one up. But the trade was you don't know which one, so if you got an evil seed that gave you 2 of them, you'd be like, oh crap. Imagine that.
Yeah,
That
would
like
be
they
a
put just.
good troll.
It'd be interesting for routing purposes if you got a random Triforce chart and you had to decode one of them. So if you got one, you'd do it. And maybe you'd get a progression item. But if you got the other one and didn't get a progression item, you'd know you'd need another Triforce chart. We should probably not do that, but that would still be funny to watch.
I don't think it would be fair if.
Or it would add too much RNG because it would allow someone to catch up even if they were far behind, just because if they went to a different place, if there was multiple Triforce charts. Yeah, so it would be a bad idea. It'd be a bad idea, but it'd be funny.
That is the power of Randomizer, though. The best player doesn't necessarily have to win, and the flag sets that we have right now, they don't really allow for that. I mean, there's not much wiggle room.
Yeah, with the flags they have now, there's not an extreme amount of RNG compared to that. There's a lot of things where I'm watching it, and it's like the better players should win more often than not. I think. It can come down to making one bad choice, which is fine.
But
no, I said compared to other. Well, I know, but compared to other randomizers, this one I think has a little bit more skill in it. Because it's about knowing the tricks and the routing decisions. That's all.
Yeah, still can't wait for a Twilight Princess randomizer. That would be interesting.
Yeah, they're working on it still. There's someone working on it, isn't there?
Not sure.
No, I heard there someone is, but they're working on it on the HD version.
Oh, that's way better. I know there's a beta quest for it, which only randomizes all of the... what do you call them? The exits?
Randomizing exits in a Zelda game just doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, it's something else. Fortunately, that's never going to be in the randomizer.
Yeah,
or, in Wind Waker, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want...
Actually, it's not even too possible.
Oh. Even if it was, I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, but can you imagine doing a Twilight Princess randomizer with all settings on? Bug sanity. Oh boy. Every single bug has a random item. You have to go catch a bug to find a key.
Oh, key lunacy. Oh yeah. No, I'm up for that.
Yeah, key lunacy, bug sanity, Poe sanity.
Maybe so not in yeah.
Not in a tournament setting for whatever scene for competitive racing in that when it's finished, but like for just all settings runs, dude. Yeah, you have to go catch all the Poes because any one of the Poes could have something you need. Good luck.
No, I'm a fan of that.
I know that just sounds even more maddening than this. All settings in Twilight Princess would be much more of a nightmare than this by far, than Wind Waker, I'm sure. Because you know how many secret caves there are that have nothing but rupees in them in Twilight Princess, but they're technically in chests?
Yes.
There's a lot of secret caves that a lot of people don't know exist.
That is definitely true, but fortunately there are trackers, or there will be trackers.
Oh yeah, there will be a tracker.
Like,
But there's
Ocarina of
gonna be-
Time and Majora's Mask has literally the same. There's just this random hole in the ground, and it has a chest or something similar.
Oh, okay, so Scary's not going for the snipes, he's just going for the safe using the boomerang.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I'm kind of mixed on that. I feel like you should go for a couple snipes, and if your aim is just off, then just shoot down the tail.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's doing right now, from what I can see.
Well, he's shooting on the arms so they don't get in the way, it looks like.
I actually got hella lucky on the phase 1 shots.
Oh yeah, I saw that. There was a couple of them, because whenever I do that normally, like when he slows down to punch you, he always blocks my shots, but your shots went through and hit.
Yeah,
You're just
normally
like, oh,
I always like try to be careful and just wait a little bit, but after that he doesn't like put his tail back, so I always miss. So it just went balls to the wall here.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was a nice shot of him.
Yeah, that was good.
By the way, was Math Girl here as well?
Yeah, she was, but then she like apparently her internet was dropping frames, so she just stopped and only did the tracker because like she couldn't commentate or something anymore.
Okay.
Like she was, but then she kind of just stopped and only did the tracker.
Well, shoutouts to Math Girl, and shoutouts to you for actually holding up the fort.
I love
And,
commentating. I've always done it. I commentated for 1,000 Year Door, and I commentate Smash tournaments. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Well, you're doing a better job than I would.
Well, okay. I thought she was on tracker. I'm sorry, Don. I didn't know.
Boy.
Okay, so shoutouts to Don then if he did the tracking. Good job. I'm sorry.
See? Yeah. Yeah, it says Dawn. He needs to
Well,
be on the layout, damn it.
Yeah, they should put the tracker on the Dawn.
We did that in the previous tournaments.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one I did already. Definitely, give shoutouts
follow
and
both the runners. Yeah, follow all the runners.
Yeah. Follow us and follow those others if you like what they're doing.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be joining the next tournament myself. Other than that, I just do casual runs because I started this after the tournament signups ended.
Didn't you come in like today or yesterday?
Well, to this server, I joined the other Randomizer server, and I've been doing casual races there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, all my times are about. My best time is like a 2:10 or something like that. On a seed.
Yeah,
I've done like 5 races with people, and I've already won one of them.
Yeah, nice. My best time on this current system is like 1:59 something. And for Randomizer in general, 1:29, I believe. And I still lost. I believe I
That's
was...
unfortunate.
Yeah, I was... Oh no, that happened. Poor Scary. I know the feel.
What happened? I missed it.
Oh, he stunned the snake, and his weak point was out of bounds, so he couldn't hit it.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. I hate when that happens. What I do is, I know some people like throw random bombs for snake. I just kamikaze and just run into him with a bomb. That usually works.
Yeah, I mean that's the better option.
Yeah, it's either kamikaze and try to quick spin, which is slightly faster than the bomb, or just run with a bomb over your head and be like, Allahu Akbar, let's go.
I'm not sure if you can say that on speed gaming.
Oh, sorry. There's a friend of mine who smash tag is that, so we're decentralized to that.
Oh no. I mean, I don't mind, but there are people that
I get
wouldn't.
it. Anyway. Alright, anyway. Yeah, well. Anyway, okay, so he's gonna drink soup to make sure he doesn't die. And I guess he's gonna go with the bomb one more time. Oh, yeah, there we go. He's doing the kamikaze. Oh, he missed it that time.
You might be a few seconds behind.
No, I am. I'm watching it on the...
No, I mean, for me... Oh, second hit. Kamikaze. And third hit.
Alright, on to Ganon. If he has a good Ganon, he'll be done before 250.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If he doesn't fall down, that also sometimes happens to people. If any of you viewers think, hey, Wind Waker Randomizer is fun, I need to do that too, well, that is definitely possible.
Oh yeah, anyone can do this. You have Dolphin, or if you have an old Wii laying around, soft modding a Wii with Nintendo, and it's really easy to do. It's really fun. Like if you want to play one of your favorite Zelda games in a unique way that's different every time, definitely do this.
Can definitely agree with that.
And for anyone that likes this, you'll be happy to know that...
You're kind of falling away there.
Oh, sorry. I said there's another race scheduled for tonight.
Oh yeah, there is. Samu versus Bobbity, I believe.
No, I thought it was Devster. Dev's 5-star.
Oh yeah, you're right. Chebby versus Devster.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
Yeah, Dev 5-star lost to Linkus yesterday. That was expected, but he still put up a pretty... He didn't do terrible. He just... You know, Linkus just Linkus, he knows literally everything you can do now, so...
Yeah, that should be a good match.
Yeah, because I think a really good match is when you get two not top-level players, then you get to see some really interesting things. Because, like, while this was a decent thing, the skill gap between you and him and Scary was kind of apparent, you know? So, like, if you get two people that have a really close skill gap, that's how you have a really good race.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I want to see...
Yeah. I once raced Linkus, and he got a 125, with me being a 129.
Yeah, that's pretty good, because, yeah, that's actually really good. That means you were probably at Papa Ganon right when he was finishing.
Yeah. And I made so many mistakes. Oh my god. Oh well. Ah, he's done. In real time,
Awesome.
that is.
Yeah, it's just over 250 because he didn't get a perfect Ganon fight. But other than that, yeah. So he finished just about 30 minutes after you.
I mean, it's definitely not too bad for
No,
for someone just stepping into the shoes.
Exactly. I mean, you pretty much only lost about 20 minutes for having to do Wind Temple completely versus just skipping it like you did. That's pretty much where his biggest time loss was. Other than that, because I think my prediction was he was about 10 minutes behind you, I think. And then he didn't do the Wind Temple skips at all, so that just put him even farther. Yeah, he was 29 minutes and 50 seconds behind you.
Okay, not too bad, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, that's just knowledge of skips and stuff. Because like he used the grapple hook to skip into Bird's Peak Rock, whereas you just chest storaged your way in.
Yeah, that was worth it, by the way. Even though I messed up so much with the door.
Oh, there's an easier way to do that door for Bird's Peak Rock. Go to the right side, L target, and like angle yourself like perpendicular to the gate, and you just kind of literally just walk straight through.
Okay. I'll have to see that at the next one. Yo, Scary.
Yeah, Jarhead showed me that. And literally I was like, oh, really? You can just do that instead of... Yep, we can.
We can hear you.
I had problem with my normal mic. I use my backup mic.
At least you have a mic.
Yeah.
Do you have a computer, Wind?
I do at home.
Oh, you're not home. Okay.
Nope, I'm on mobile. That's why I'm on mobile. That's why there's a small delay right now.
Oh. Congrats, Riekelt, on moving on to the bracket stage.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Riekelt, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually asked him before because I was going to say Rye myself because the way the I is before the E.
Yeah, I'm a French man, so it's the way I pronounce it in my head is Ri, but
yeah, you're definitely not the first one to mispronounce my name. It's literally just Dutch.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the run, except Wind Temple. I panicked. I panicked hard when I saw that I was go mode like after the first chest, but I don't know the go mode, and I didn't remember which, like I was like, oh, maybe I have got a chance for this because he didn't have done yet. So I was like, okay, which door is it? I didn't remember. I thought I needed a big key and a small key, and then I was like, is it the first door or the bottom door? And I tried the first door, and I was very disappointed.
Yeah, I also went just near that temple or dungeon pretty normally because I still can't get chest storage.
I remember seeing a video like because what I wanted to do was like get a small key, and then there's a clip that it's not storage. It's just like you put a bomb, and then you like go out of bounds, and then you can bypass like the grill, and then you do the rest of the dungeon normally with like no storage. And I knew that.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a video of that, so I paused a little bit in the dungeon. I opened like I have like a YouTube compendium that Bob Please Anything gave me of like all the tricks, and I tried to.
Oh, so that's why you paused. All right, now we know. Because we were randomly paused.
Yeah, there's 2 times, and when I got the Tingle Tuner, I got very excited, so I went to get my Game Boy Advance. But then when I was from Windfall to the temple, I like tried to run to get the cable, but I couldn't find it, so couldn't use it. One day I'll use the Tingle Turner.
Oh, you're gonna zombie hover it.
Oh, I don't know zombie hover, but I just used it for
just for the memes, yeah.
I don't have a can't use the Tingle Tuner even if I wanted to.
So what did you think about the location of the hammer?
Ah, man, it was just like, okay, where is it? Okay, and then it's just like so linear. It gets a little bit boring. That's in my perspective. It's just like there's no way you're gonna like find it. You have to full clear to find it.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, we go there and now we go there, and I'm pretty sure we had the same route because there's no way around it.
Yeah. Actually, for dungeons, except for you going to Forsaken Fortress early on a gamble that it was vanilla. On a gamble that the Skullhammer was vanilla, you pretty much had the same route. However, I will say that you did make a mistake when you went to Forsaken Fortress, opening the pot chest when you could have actually used the Deku Leaf to fly over to the bed chest, and you would have had light arrows a lot earlier.
Oh, because because you can because on my tracker it says red, and I haven't like learned. I still need to learn a lot of things, so.
Well, yeah,
in this one.
I know. Well, no, like the tracker says you need Skullhammer, but like literally the second door that opens across the water after beating Phantom Ganon, you can just fly over there with the leaf.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you would have had the light arrows early.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
and so you never know. And then if you climb up in that room and stuff, then it's possible to go outside and skip other things. And it might have been possible to even get to the jail, even though the jail had nothing useful at all.
Yeah. But in the way it worked out, yeah, maybe I would have saved time, but I was still happy with the way I did it. With the like that was, I thought it was good to get them before the spirit. So well, it's our temple, I guess. But next time I'll try to do that. But I forgot about that.
Oh, it's fine. It's all about learning and getting better.
Yeah, that's
Exactly. It's you're definitely way better than the first time I saw you race versus, I believe it was Cry.
Yeah, well, that was the point for me. Like, I know I had no chance of winning. That was never in my mind. I knew I was gonna lose all my matches, but I was like, this is good motivation to just learn. And I've been doing practice every week for this, even though this is only the second time ever I get under 3 hours, and I got like a better time this weekend. But like it was easier dungeons, I guess.
Oh, and this seed was actually. Definitely. Oh yeah, and this seed was kind of rude as well. So getting under 3 hours in this seed is pretty impressive for someone that's still learning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I was very happy with my.
Yeah, because this seed was. Any seed that has an item that's like in a dungeon that forces you to leave the dungeon and come back. Yeah, that's a pretty rude seed.
Yeah, and I full cleared the overworld. I'm pretty sure there was nothing left in the overworld for me.
You both full cleared the overworld.
Yeah. I was so happy with the compass location and spirit in the Earth Temple, because I didn't want to clear the puzzle at the end.
Exactly. Yeah,
I didn't even look at that. I did the whole temple differently, I guess.
Yeah, you guys did. You guys did it differently because you went to the bottom first and then did the top chests, and he did the top chests first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, it was pretty similar. Yeah, the best seed I've ever done, I had 7 locations in the overworld left, so I didn't actually have to check everything. It was kind of nice. Oh, 6, because one of those locations is actually the light arrow chest and vanilla that no one ever wants to do. And unfortunately, apparently, and it's never happened in tournament yet. Apparently, the light arrows have never been there yet in tournament, but it's gonna happen one of the days, and it's just gonna piss everyone off.
Yeah, I got it in a practice seed.
Last tournament?
No, it didn't happen in tournament. It's happened in practice races and stuff. But apparently, it's never actually happened in the tournament that light arrows have been vanilla.
Yeah, the odds are pretty slim, but.
Yeah, but it's gonna happen at one point, and it's just and since you don't want to know, no one's gonna gamble that it's down there at all. Nobody's gonna make that gamble, so everyone's gonna check every single other chest first, and then go, "Oh my goodness."
Yeah.
That'd actually be a very entertaining race to watch, especially if it's really close, and then it's a race down there to go through the maze. If you don't have the maze memorized because you haven't done it forever, you're looking up online the pattern of the maze, so that way you don't have to fight the Ganons, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've done it once in practice because I got it there, the arrows, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, what? How am I supposed to get these arrows? I didn't know at all. And so if I got it in this run here, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't remember. I would have to go online and check.
Alright, so anyway, it was a good race for both of you. Should probably go and wrap things up now so they can get ready for the next race in an hour and a half.
Yep.
Make sure to follow the runners. They follow their streams, help them grow. One follow goes a long way, you'd be surprised.
Very true.
And maybe I'll be back tonight to commentate the next one. If not, I know Montgoal is commentating. I'm going to try to as well unless something comes up, because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and please follow the commentator and tracker. They did I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they did a good job, and I'm gonna watch that for sure.
Well,
Thank you, Win Requirement for commenting this race.
Yeah, thank you lots.
I enjoy doing it. It's fun.
Sweet, and maybe we'll even commentate together at some point. Who knows?
You were very on point with the tracker. Very on point. Like, there was only a couple times where I said something that it wasn't updated, and you caught it like immediately. So.
Yeah, honestly, missing an item is very common tracking. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
good job.
yeah, like yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's yeah, because if you miss an item tracking, then you have to wait for them to pause and hope that you see it.
And getting storage definitely does not help.
All right, so as I said, good job to everybody, and I guess we'll go ahead and just sign it off there.
Goodbye.
Yes,
All
have a
right,
good
adios.
evening. And it is Wednesday, my dudes.
Yes, it is.
Payday.